Hi, it's Kevin from Sunstream Infrared Saunas, and welcome to another video. It's October 2023, and I thought it was time that I do another EMF testing video in the saunas. It's been a little while since I did a EMF testing video. I believe it was 2019, pre-COVID, last time I posted a testing video. This is going to be a 4-part series. This is just a little introduction right now, but the next video we'll be looking at the ELF, electric fields, and we'll also do some body voltage testing. That'll be the next video, and for that we'll be using our gigahertz solutions made in Germany electric field meter. And then we'll also do some body voltage, which is an indication of the presence of electric fields in the environment, surrounding area. For that, we use a standard multimeter equipped with a little conductive bar that a person can hold on to. We'll explain that further in the next video, but we'll be using that guy for body voltage. We'll use the standard Gauss meter to measure magnetic fields, EMF magnetic fields measured in milligauss. We'll also make use of the tri-field meter, which is a meter a lot of people might be familiar with. It's quite common, affordable. It's an all-round meter that can be used to test EMF magnetic fields, ELF electric fields, and also RF. And lastly, we do also have some RF meters here, so that'll be the final video. Just a brief history for you regarding EMFs in infrared saunas. I started up working with the saunas in 1999, distributing a couple different brands. There weren't too many brands around at that time. But when I look back to those earlier years, almost nobody was talking about EMFs. So this was prior to establishing Sunstream Saunas in 2009, when I distributed a couple other infrared saunas earlier on. Nobody was talking about EMFs. I personally didn't really understand what EMFs were. We didn't own any meters. Other infrared sauna companies certainly weren't talking about EMFs or advertising anything about them. Customers certainly weren't asking about EMFs in the saunas. I would suggest, to the best of my recollection, that it was about 2009 when the first low EMF heaters were introduced into the infrared sauna marketplace. Sunstream wasn't the first, but we did soon follow. And to the best of my recollection, it was 2010 that we introduced a low EMF carbon panel heater into our saunas that greatly reduced the magnetic fields. Jumping forward from there to 2019, that's when we developed an entirely new system that we called the EHS system. The EHS system involved revamping the power supply box, reconfiguring the wiring, adding a lot of shielding in the sauna, and an entirely new heater that our engineers developed. So that was late 2019 that we introduced the EHS system, at which point Sunstream joined a small group of infrared sauna companies that were canceling out both EMF magnetic fields and also ELF electric fields. This might be sounding confusing, and indeed it is. If you're shopping for an infrared sauna, looking on the various different websites, in the marketplace, we've got a group of the less expensive, discount, big box saunas that are most likely not canceling either EMF or ELF. We do now have quite a number of companies that have some reduction of EMF magnetic fields to different degrees. Lots of them are very low. Some are maybe just more moderate. They've managed to reduce it to moderate levels, but probably wouldn't qualify as low EMF in most people's opinion. And then we do have a group that's canceling both the EMF magnetic fields and the ELF electric fields. That's a very small group. I would suggest that's just 3 or 4 companies, brands in the entire marketplace, including Sunstream Saunas with our EHS system. Now, the terminology certainly can be confusing. Some people might argue that the term EMF should include both magnetic fields and electric fields. However, the few companies that do cancel out both magnetic fields and electric fields seem to have adopted separate terminologies using the acronym EMF to refer to magnetic fields, using the acronym ELF or perhaps EF to refer to the electric fields. So there's a clear distinction, and that's, in my opinion, a clearer, better presentation for consumers to be using these two different terms. Please come back for the next video. We'll be looking at the ELF electric fields. We'll also do some body voltage testing, the body voltage being an indication of surrounding electric fields in the immediate area. And we'll be doing that in the Evolve 25 sauna right behind me. This is one of our 2-person 15 amp saunas. And this seemed like a good choice for the testing. The 2-person 15 amp is probably the most common version of an infrared sauna in the marketplace. We produce the saunas in batches of 80 to 100 saunas at a time. This one I just randomly selected from the warehouse. This is the Evolve 25, as I mentioned, featuring our 360-degree heater surround. You can notice the heater mounted on the glass door. So come on back for the next video. We'll head into the Evolve 25, get the testing underway. Thanks for tuning in. See you in the next video.